Hi friends, this is Tina with My Beautiful Plan. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be doing something a little different. My channel is primarily planner related items, and this is a planner, so it's sort of planner related. If you are looking for planner related items and you come to the right channel, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Today I am going to be working in my Erin Condren vertical planner. I purchased this just recently, and I purchased it because I am unsure which layout. Well, I think I know now, but I was unsure which layout I wanted to order for the 18-month release that's happening next week. If you are not an Erin Condren insider and you would like to get access to the Erin Condren Insider Program release for Monday, please use my link below and you will get $10 off your order. And if you have never signed up before. So anyways, I purchased this and then realized that what am I really going to use it for? So I started looking around, and I said I was going to use it to do some journaling in art journaling. I am not an artist in any way, shape, or form. However, I do love art journaling. I do it in other things. I have other books and stuff that I do art journaling in. But like I said, I am not an artist. I went through some classes for art journaling and I enjoy it, and I am just going to go with it in this. So this first part is me prepping the book for to start my art journaling. Now, what I use to prep pages in whatever book that I'm using, so I can use multimedia, I don't know if it's called multimedia, but I'm just going to wipe this out because I've had other pages that didn't really come out right with without it being whited out. However, to use like watercolors, and I've used, not in this book, but I've used pastels in this book. However, I'm going to use different mediums. That's the word, mediums. This time. So I'm going to just start by showing you I am using gesso, the white gesso. I really enjoy this process. It's really comforting, and it's just a lot of fun. Like, I really just have a lot of fun doing this. So I am putting my gesso on my page to prime it, per se. Like I said, I am not an artist, so if you are an artist and I'm saying things wrong, you could correct me in my comments below. You know, like I said, I've only taken a class or two with other people who have been doing art journaling for a while. I don't know that they're professionals as well, so I'm pretty much just going off of what I hear them say. So I'm just putting gesso on the page. It kind of covers up. It doesn't cover up completely all the lines and all the, I have the white. Some pages that, like say you have white paper, there is clear gesso. Like I said, I have the white, so it does cover. Ooh, it does make the page a little wet. Okay, a lot wet. So this is my first step. And I'm just going to gesso the page. And I decided, you know, instead of letting this planner just sit there and, you know, do nothing for me, why not make an art journal out of it? I have seen, I can't remember her last name, but I will link her video. I will go and try to find her video that I saw. And she's actually one of my faves, planner people. And I kind of Googled, you know, art journaling in an Erin Condren, and it actually came up. And she did it so many years ago. I don't think she's still doing it, but she did do it. Her name is Cindy. She has a hyphenated last name. I don't know her name. I love watching her on a norm. But yeah, so I'm just going to first gesso the page. If you can see, it kind of whites it out, but not completely. Like you could faintly see the lines. But as we fill the pages, you know, you won't even see the lines at all. You won't even see it. But like I said, this helps. I don't really, like I said, I'm not an artist. I'm just playing one on YouTube. How about that? So we will gesso the page. And at this point, we have to let it dry. So we will let it dry. Okay, so now that the gesso has dried, I am going to go on to my next step. I am taking these stencils and I am going to use my molding paste. Hopefully it's still good. I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to stir it up. But this gives it, by putting this down, it will give the paper a textured type, a texturing type. I don't know how else to put it. But so I'm going to put this down. I actually only want it, I don't want the actual moon. I just kind of want the sun rays or the moon rays, or I think it's a sun actually. But I'm going to put this down. This really needs to be, I think I moved that, but that's all right. I'm trying to, so I don't know where my, let me get this up. Oh, I'll just do it the whole thing. Might be easier. So I'm just smoothing this over here, like so. This all has to dry, obviously, but it's going to add some texture to the paper after it dries. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to go over here and do the same thing over here. I don't really have a plan, so I'm just really trying to show you on this one how this will work out as far as texturing the paper. And I'm making a mess. It's okay. It's my mess. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull this up. And you could kind of see the texturing that's going on. And we're going to let this dry. Okay, so now that our molding paste has dried, I'm just going to give you an example of how exactly it kind of works. Like I said, I am not an artist. Sorry, I'm putting in my earphones here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, so I'm not an artist, but I play one on YouTube. So I'm going to put my watercolor. I'm going to start with watercolor. And I'm just going to paint over these lines a little bit. So you should be able to see the dimensions. And how they're raised. You should be able to. I was going to paint the whole section, but no, I'm going to do each ray at a time. Let's see how that works. And this is watercolor that I'm using. And with that gesso, it will eliminate for the page like soaking through the water soaking through. I wish I had done this to begin with, but I didn't, so whatever. So yeah. I was just going to do this, so that's why that's kind of wonky there, but it's all right. I might actually, because I'm going to be placing a journaling card on here later. Maybe I'll just place the journaling card so it's covering that spot. That kind of works. I just want some of these to be a little brighter. And of course, after this is done, we have to let it dry. This is just really therapeutic for me. like I said, I really don't know, you know, all the ins and outs of painting and all that. I just know I enjoy doing it, and that's, to me, that's the biggest part. Oh, sorry. That's the biggest part, is to just enjoy what you like to do or what you love to do. Um, you shouldn't worry about anybody else judging what you do. Okay, that's kind of, I just like it. And if I actually got out all my brushes, which, you know, some of them are thinner, this could probably come out a lot better. And if I took my time, um, but you get the idea. And I pick up these stencils, you know, when I see them on the clearance rack, because I'm not in my art journal all the time. I don't invest a lot of money um, in stuff. Some of this molding, the molding paste, you can actually get in colors. I don't have very many because I like using watercolors and such, but I did pick these up on the clearance rack. I was actually going to use them today, but I changed my mind. Um, but they're different colors, so it does the same effect as this that I put down in the white, but it's already colored, so you don't have to go back and paint over it, or, you know, any of that. But I chose to, I wanted to do some painting, so I used the white instead. And I actually changed what it was I was going to do. I took out some other journaling cards I was actually going to use, and I changed it up. So, and this is a process, so I'm not going to continue to bore you with the whole painting process, but you get the gist of what I'm doing on this part, and I will be back when the rest of the painting is done. Okay, so the last you saw, I was waiting for stuff to dry, and I said I was going to go and paint it. So I used a variety of different paints. I used the watercolors, and then I also used acrylic paint to finish decorating, and then I used Mod Podge to cover up, and it's a gloss luster, so it kind of gives like a shine to it. So this is how it kind of came out when I put the Mod Podge down, because it kind of smeared some of the paint, which I actually ended up liking. So it's just like an abstract type, you know, painting. I put down some paper strips here, and I washi taped in some journaling cards so I could journal on this. On both sides, I did that. If you want to journal on the paint, you can do that. It's very difficult unless you have like maybe a Sharpie. I haven't tried a Sharpie. Maybe I have. I don't know. Not in this one. I haven't tried a Sharpie. But writing on the over the Mod Podge, it's kind of, I don't know, it was difficult. I tried it back here. Let me see if I can find my page back here. Oh no, this wasn't on the Mod Podge. This was right on, I'm having issues. I think you have to be very careful, which I was not yesterday, with the Mod Podge because it will stick on everything. So you have to kind of be careful with that. Otherwise, you're going to glue your paper pages together. I wasn't very careful on the last one. But this one, oh yeah, I do have the Mod Podge on here. And it was very hard to write on here. And I just used stamps. And this is from a clipping from a magazine. And I just doodled. I was just trying it out. And then here I put in, these are from magazines. This is a journaling card, some washi tape. And then I journaled underneath, but I did not Mod Podge this, just the paper onto the journaling card. But yeah, so this is just an example of something that you can do if you have an extra planner, or even if you have a planner that is outdated and you don't know what to do with and you don't want to just throw it out. You can use this technique to journal in, and you don't even have to go to this extent. I just like doing it, so I decided to do it. You can just like journal in each, you know, day or something, and maybe like, I don't know, like you could leave May and then like white out the days of the week or something. I don't know. You could figure it out, but you could just make this into some type of memory planner or whatever it is you wanted. I did not want this book to go to waste, and I love art journaling. Like I said, I am not an artist in any way, shape, or form, but I enjoy doing this. It's peaceful. It gives me something to do, and especially during this time, it's just, you know, like a yucky time. But just try things out. I mean, it's yours. You could do whatever you want to it. Doesn't matter if anybody else likes it or not. It's yours. It's for you to like and for you to accept that not everything is perfect, and move on from there. So this is my art journaling in my Erin Condren vertical planner, my 2020 vertical planner at that. And I hope you enjoyed it, and please again give me a thumbs up and comment below and subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later. Thank you.